Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Steelhorse Station. G'day, Jason and John. Great to have you in. Thanks for dropping by. I am going to just make sure I have sound, it appears, and we'll flick across to Newlands. Might be a good idea because there is plenty to be going on with over there. So I've just rolled the day forward. How much trouble can I have created? Plenty. I must say, John, your bingo game sounds enthralling. There are many lines that could potentially be used to describe it, most of them not suitable for this chat. So I'll resist the temptation. Why is my steering wheel misbehaving? Gosh, that's much better. The centering spring on my Logitech wheel has a mind of its own. So we have trees to sell as usual. We might try and send a load across. You'll notice for the first time in probably a long time, we're actually starting the day here with some cash in the bank. So that's kind of nice. And we've got stuff still to sell. Bamboo. There's an aloe vera clogging up the works around there. And we'll bring you right over to the aloe vera. Whoops. It wasn't very clever. Why is the aloe vera not? Oh, because magically it's managed to end up with bamboo in there. God, I hate it when it does that. So get out of there. Come on. Now I can't get the bamboo out because it's not on the... Sometimes wonder that if these aren't just marginally more trouble than they're worth. When they work, they're terrific. Okay, you're now empty. So now we put you back there. Take. Now I can't pick you up. Why can I not pick you up all of a sudden? For God's sake. Because you've magically attached to that. Right. That's better. Let's try not to get any bamboo in as we walk down here. Now we get some aloe vera and life is good. Excellent. Is it a high stakes game of bingo, John? A quid a card or something of those sorts? Now we gotta... Yes, I did. I didn't actually put it on. It was just beside, but it was close enough to attach. So potted tree load. Let's go and FM tree sell. Oh, but it is Jason. Now, I suspect... Well, first things first. We've got barley to harvest, which is terrific, and the... Lots of chocolates, okay. I suspect, yes, we do. We have another small pig problem because we've gone just over. Again. So there's 6 extra in there. And there is not 6 spaces in the lot next door, is there? No, there's only 3 spaces in there. So let's have a look at what the damage is here. I have a new plan for the pigs. So basically we want to be selling all the ones in the pig extension yard, but they've got another month to go. And they've got a few months. And then this one here, oh, there are some we could be selling there next month. So what I'm thinking is, and we're out of food. Gosh, they're a lot of work, these pigs with these mods on. Okay, so what we will do, just to progress a little, I'm guessing you are the show, John. It's you they turn up to see. Now, let's see if we can get this around there. Come on, reverse. That's the gear I chose. Just try not to get hit by the train in the first 2 minutes of the stream today. I'm hoping I've fixed the overlap issue with fertilizer production, and in the process I've also reduced its capacity down to a more sensible level. Come on, round you go. Swing low, swing chariots. That looks about it. Now, we had some 5-month-olds in here. These ones will do quite nicely. So if we select those, take 20 of them out. Then we can send these across to our abattoir because that's ultimately where they're going to be sold. I don't want to go there. I want to go... where's the meatworks? There it is, meatworks. Animal drop. So this should now... Right, 202. So they are back under control and it's just they're short on some feed. So we'll fix that up a bit later on. But my plan is we'll let these get to old enough to sell next time. But my plan is to put a pen this size or a little yard this size over at the animal dealers so that to act as another overflow yard. So animals that are just about ready for sale but not quite there. Pleasant View Farms, welcome in, sir. Hope you are having a good day. Got you a bit later in the day today because all of the time zones have changed. So it's still the same time for me. FM tree sell, right? He's selling trees, that's good. Let's just check our cows. 30 animals are out of food, so we need to make some food for the cows. They've only just run out because they did have plenty. So let's feed the cows first. Down we go. Yeah, I'm just going to try and remember our recipe. I've managed to put that just in the wrong spot. So have we caught you after you've finished your chores today, PVF? Is that 2-hour change in time zones made much of a difference for you? I know it's made it difficult for the UK. And probably impossible for Europe midweek. Let's just back the truck up here. There we go. I've actually managed to get 2 scoops in the mixer. That's not a bad start to the morning. Now, let's just look at that recipe again. It's on the bottom of the screen. So I reckon we can put another one of each of those in. We will need some molasses, which is over there. Tell you what, these 2 little bunkers have lasted us ages. This is the very first batch we made in the first couple of streams. So, well, there we go. I spoke too soon. I've managed to tip it on the floor. Good job. Still, you're an idiot. Always the way. Let's try and pick it up, shall we? Let's just work on our depth perception a little bit. I don't understand that comment, John. Sorry. So we want 1 more of the grass silage. Can I get some from the start? There we go. Dribble there. I'm now convinced there's some bug with the shovel mechanic, which allows you to overfill shovel in the silo. Rightio, so that's given us near enough to 8,000 litres. So now if we go and drop some, how much molasses is in there? 634. I reckon we want about that much of that. And we only want a little bit of this. Just for realism. There we go. And I'm just trying to remember what else I usually add in here. I don't have any straw to pad it out with. Maize silage we've got. Oh, we need some hay. We could drop some hay in. Oh, daylight saving times. Right, cool. Gotcha. Sorry, I understand now. Yes, it's amazing how contentious an issue it will be. It can be. Now, are you going to tow over there without upsetting it, the apple cart? So that looks like a fairly reasonable mix if we just add some hay to it. Which we can do. Like so. There is the hay. Beautiful. This will keep the cows going while we do a harvest. Yep. I understand you perfectly now that I realized you were actually adding to my comment about daylight savings time. Let's see if we can get you in here without hitting the door. It's always a challenge when we turn it that tight. There we go. And unload them. So that should make the cows happy. The productivity's crap, but that'll come back pretty quick now that they've got some food. We're about to get some more. So they'll fill up. And we can think about what we want to do. I think we'll probably sell off the eldest ones when they breed. Haven't decided if we'll sell them to the animal dealer or the meatworks. Probably the meatworks. A couple of steaks wouldn't go astray. So that's that sorted for the minute. Fastest way to get straw is in fact to do our barley harvest. So let's get cracking on that. I should go rescue that. Before I start that, let's just rescue this guy before he gets trapped in the garden centre. But they're still down. While we're over this way, let's have a look in the sales. Bison, we don't want to buy a bison. There's all sorts of interesting things here. Probably none that we need. Oh, that's no good, John. No good that we're losing you at midnight, although that's a wonderful effort, but also no good that you got to go to a funeral. They're never much chop. Interesting. That looks like it's a bit beyond us at this stage. What is this guy? He looks like a complicated piece of kit. Kind of do everything all at once tool. Okay, you can sit there. Oh, while we're over here, so this is, I'm just trying to remember where the land goes. So, okay, so it's quite a long block of land that we've got over here. All right, so we own, I thought we did. Huh. I thought I bought that block of land. Never mind. We own the meatworks. So what I'm thinking, well, maybe we have to buy the block of land, but what I'm thinking is somewhere along that strip, maybe on the other side of here. Yeah, on the other side of here will work. So we could put a, just a small pig pen, something along these sort of lines. Potentially just drop that in there and that'll just give us somewhere to store our pigs before sale. But it'll just cost a little bit more than I expected. It's still tough, John. Okay, so let's bring you over here. Let's get this harvesting underway. I'm thinking, given it's a beautiful day, July day, we might do the harvest ourselves. No need for automation. So we let's go. Oh, I thought I just did that. No, I've got to put down that and that. Turn that on. Round we go. Go and organise ourselves something to dump it into shortly. So the plan here with this crop was always to put it in the grist mill. We're still a component short for making grain grist, but this will start the process. From memory, we need oats to make some grain grist as well. I'll look at that in a second, refresh our memory. We should have a lot more corn this year to make corn grist, so, and it doesn't look like we need to make any more maize silage just at the moment. We can make a decision about that in a couple of months' time. It looks like we're going to fill up here just in the wrong spot. Oh, this always gets caught here. I forgot. It's just an unlucky little bump in the field there. I think what I'll do, it does look like an excellent yield. Let's just run up there a second. I think I'll put a second one back. This is a long harvester, long and skinny. So it doesn't hurt to have a little bit more turning room at the end. Will I make it before I fill? Not quite. But I managed to watch the gauges. I'll pretend I'm course play. Now, let's see. Don't want you. You'll do. You need to be put away anyway. So, which trailer are we going to use? Zip up to our heavy haulage yard. Let's just grab one of these. It'll do just fine. We're there. Let's just have a look at the grist mill. Oh, we've got... Oh, we're out of seeds too in a few spots. So the grist mill, to make grain grist, we need barley, wheat and oats, and we don't have any oats at this stage. So what I'm thinking is we will load all of the... What are we actually harvesting, wheat or barley? I wasn't paying attention. I think it's wheat. Let's have a look here. And it's barley. No, it's wheat. Yeah. So basically we need 2 more crop fields to be able to make grain grist. But we do have stored... We've got plenty of barley. So it'll be oats we're short of. And that's not a problem. So we'll probably put oats in the field next time as we look to expand. But we're going to use the mill's storage. Take advantage of that. Let's see. Here we go. And that'll get us in another year to the position where we can make grain grist. So let's just drop you along there. Okay, I give up. Why did you start filling and stop? Dodgy trigger. Oh, we're a bit low on fuel in the old Harvestore. Quarter of a tank should be enough to get this field, and then we'll take it over and empty it before we do the canola next month. Just finish this headland. That'll work all right. Realised we weren't getting a swath. And we do want the straw because we used it all up. Our pigs are making heaps of manure, so all the straw we can get will be useful. You saw we didn't even have to pad the TMR, so we used full-on hay in it for a change. It's coming along. We've got a bit on the skyline there. This coming year we should manage to get a few more fields, which will really expand our operation and balance out everything out, I think. At least that's the plan. Welcome along, whoever's joined. Great to have you in. Thanks for dropping on by. Hope you're enjoying a good start to the week. In my part of the world, the week got off to a good start with the Grand Prix, so it was a bit of fun here in Melbourne. It's always fires everything out, and at this time of the year the weather's pretty good. It's just starting to get cold at night, or colder at night, not cold by European and Canadian standards. Well, good job, drive on your crop. There's that. There we go. You are coming back this way. Of course, we're in school holidays now on the eastern states of Australia, so lots of people taking the opportunity to get away and do different things. Yeah, do we have a baler over there? We do. I think we'll just put it in the... It's just as easy to put it in the loft as it is to bale it, because we don't get more than about a forage wagons full off the field. Well, a couple of forage wagons full. So I think we'll do it that way. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we also have some meat products to sell today too, so that'll be good. And the yield map is looking pretty good, isn't it? Might as well continue trimming you across the end. Doesn't hurt. That's what I was thinking too. We'll get a bit of a sense of whether the meat products are worth it. I think they are. I don't, and my crude back of the envelope calculation suggests they're only a little bit more attractive, not a lot more, which I kind of like. So, you know, you get a return for doing the extra step in the process, but you don't break the economy of the rest of your operation. So I kind of like that sense of balance works well for me, but we'll see directly. We'll go over and sort all of that out once we've got the crop in off here. We can let the straw bake in the sun for a little bit. And we need to make another, whoops. We need to make another load of TMR too. And it looks like there's lots of trees to sell, so for the first time we're fairly financial. Now that said, we've got a long list of things stored up that we want, and not least of which is clearly some more land. So what I was kind of thinking, there's no hard and fast, but potentially if we bought these blocks, we could extend the cornfield, make this a really big cornfield, and get rid of this one and put oats over here, and so that we can do a rotation, but basically have a barley, wheat and oats and canola growing on this side. So that was kind of the thought that I had. And when we empty the next load, we can have a look at what sort of dollars would be involved in getting to that point. Okay. Yeah, I can do emojis if I use the YouTube chat. It's just the chat window that I have open while I stream is part of OBS, and if there's a way to do emojis, it shows emojis when you guys use them, but I don't have the ability to put any in that I can see. Mind you, I don't send that many outbound messages while I'm streaming. If I need a thumbs up, I can do a thumbs up. Didn't back that out of there very well, did I? I reckon if we continue to advance at the rate we're going, by next season we might even be able to afford and have the need for a second harvester, which will be pretty cool. Oh, cool. I tend to watch all my YouTube on either an iPad or my PC, depending on what I'm doing. My iPad's coming up for 7 or 8 years old, so it's getting a little bit challenged. Okay, we're almost ready to empty again. And another full tank. Very nice. It's just gonna be fill this trailer, I'd think. Go pretty close. Max weight at 97%, that's what we like to see. It's probably very similar. John, I'm pretty sure I bought mine in June or July 2015. I dabbled briefly with setting up a business when I came back from India because I couldn't get the sort of full-time work that I was looking for. But my heart wasn't really in it. No worries, Jason. Glad to have you along. Yeah, I think going big on corn will be interesting when I get up the top here and empty this out. I'll just have a look at what the prices are, see how far away we are from being able to do that. We've got plenty of time. We won't be planting corn and for another 9 months, so a little bit of sugar beet there that it's boxed up for us. We've got sugar over there. Let's have a look. So, pretty crappy land. Interesting, it gives me a yield potential there, but nothing there. Huh. Wonder why that's the case. So 30. Let's add up the prices first. 30, 41, 24 is 30, 70, is 100. 140 will buy us that parcel. And near enough to double what we've got. What are the sizes? 4 acres. Okay, I will do. I know Mark won't be in because it's too late for him. He was in the stream earlier on that I did 12 hours ago and mentioned that he had a big afternoon landscaping his garden plan, so I'm not expecting he'll be awake. But he may watch it on repeat and see your comments, so good for that. I think we knew about the warehouse and contract bales. I think I've seen that somewhere else. So 2 acres, 4 acres is 6, 9, 13 versus 9. Yeah, so basically those 4 for about 140 odd will double the size of the cornfield. So that's pretty cool. That'll work nicely. And the other thing I'd like to do, but we've got till February to figure out where and how we do that, is have somewhere to put some grapes. So that could easily just be a field alongside, or a couple of stripes alongside a field that we have. End up a little bit of canola there. Now we did empty the or near enough to empty the harvester. While we're here, let's just pump these. They can all feed in there. You don't need you. Oh, I can't fast tab to the harvester. Right. If I'd thought about it and parked the trailer one row over, I could have just easily dropped in on the way past. We will take an empty as we go past it. That seems like a sensible thing to do. Yes, Mark's tool is very useful. I noticed virtual farmers finally discovered it and started using it, so that's nice. That should generate a few more downloads for Mark. Zip over here and drop a load in. Right you are. So I reckon there's probably only 3 more harvester loads on here. These all gone. Water it is then. Zip round, make a nice rounded corner. That'll do that easy. Just lift you up a little bit. It's quite a big rise down there. Well, this might work out quite well. We'll be almost full, I reckon, by the time we get to the trailer. Actually be full just before we get to the trailer, will we? It'll be pretty close, whatever the case. It'll work well for us. So we need to cut our way out of here. Whoops. My furry friend just wandered in to say hello. I haven't got an easy way of putting him on camera, so he's just standing here expecting to be patted. There we go, and off he wanders. I'm sure he's decided most humans are bonkers. Right. Yeah, I reckon two, maybe three more loads out of the harvester and we will be done. It's a pretty good harvest. Been fairly quiet on the modding front over the last couple of weeks. People seem to be absorbing the Gavile, but I haven't, other than the reviews that all of the big modders have done of it, I haven't actually seen it that heavily in use, which is interesting. A bit like pumps and hoses, which nobody seems to use. Okay, we're gonna have a little stutter up here again. I'll finish these short runs. There we go. No worries, John. Thanks for dropping by. Very much appreciated. Have a good sleep. We'll catch you at the end of the week. I am contemplating starting Thursday night stream or Friday stream an hour earlier than I did today. So it'll be a 7 a.m. start for me on Friday morning. And we might just see how that goes. It'll be just a matter of whether I'm urgent at that hour. 800 litres left. But I'll obviously put out the scheduling thingo during my day on Thursday, so everyone will know. And we'll be back on the Oaks as usual, where things are getting very busy. Right. Oh, you've got room for another one, so we don't... Why don't we move you just a whisker closer? Right you are. So, zip down here. We'll turn around. Zip back there. Right, so we'll be full near enough at the other end to the crop. And then we will have to empty the trailer, I think. I'm thinking that the order of march is to get this crop in, then go across. We'll buy that field by the abattoir so that we can put the holding pen at the abattoir. And then we need to organise some feed so that it's got something to keep animals healthy. While we're doing that, we can also sell... Whoops, we filled up. We can also sell whatever meat we have accumulated. And I reckon that will take us a fair bit of this. And then, of course, we can come back and bale up. Oh, sorry, collect up some straw. It's feeling like the plan. I think we might even have some sheep for sale. What is the sheeping situation? Oh God, they're out of food as well. There was plenty of food in their pen, but there are a lot of sheep there now, so we'll have to sort the sheep out. That'll probably be a priority before the new cow pen. So that's probably something that we need to factor into our plans as well. We could do with another grass field, because we need to extend the yard a little bit, and that grass field is probably a touch on the small side. Now there's an opportunity to use grass as a cover crop on wherever we plan to put the oats. So for instance, once we get the corn in off there, if we'll have to think through the rotations and decide which of these fields we can put some grass in. Always leave a tuft on the end. Maybe buying those fields up the end there between the canola and the freeway is where we can drop some grass. Oh, and actually, the field area that we're about to buy near the meat processing works, there's no reason we can't put some grass in there. That might be a good plan, because the pen we're going to put down only takes up a small amount of it. So we got to go empty that, so let's do that. So we'll end up with over 50,000 litres of wheat, which is quite nice. Okay, so back around there. See if we can get you to swing. There we go. We're getting fairly close. There we go. Watch it empty. It's amazing. All this time I've been playing Farm Sim, haven't had to change a tyre yet. Surprised someone hasn't come up with a mechanic and a mod for in-game tyre changes. There we go. Unloading happening. Switch vehicles. And off we toddle. One and a bit harvesters, I reckon. A very little bit. And you turn you on. And here we go. Oops, that was the wrong one. Down it goes. Excellent. We'll have a look at that yield map. That's looking quite green, which is nice. Plenty of crop. That little bit that's annoying me, I missed before. Let's see, can we get... quite gonna get it all in as I predicted, but there'll just be a smidge left over. We should get to the trailer. Get all this rolling, I reckon we might. Oh gosh, it'll be close. Not quite. Drop that in there. Fuel lasted nicely, but we will remember to fill that up. Because otherwise I will invariably forget and it'll be inconvenient. Turn you off. Just connect up our straw swath, make it a bit easier for the baler. And let's not drive over the straw swaths. least let's not drive the header over the straw swath. Right. And that, my good friends, is the crop in. Lovely. Just 1,000 litres to drop in the trailer. Those bearings do worry me on this vehicle. Just a little noisy. Yeah, we're going to need the header next month for the canola crop, so I'll just pop you back on the trailer here. It's a bit crooked. Didn't do that very well. Oh, sorted itself out. Let's run over to the yard and get some fuel. Make sure we don't clean up a greenhouse in the process. Looks like a couple of them are out of seed. And there's a full tank of fuel for next time. Let's turn this tractor off. And grab this guy. Go and empty him. Welcome along, whoever's just joined us. There's a couple of folks lurking in the background, which is very nice. Thank you. If anyone wants to say hi, that's always good fun too. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. If you're new to us here on Newlands, great to have you along as well. And I'm happy to look at any part of our operation. It's fairly well established now. We're going to go sort out our hungry sheep in just a minute, because we've been breeding again and eating plenty of conditioned grass now. Now the good part about that is they should be making plenty of wool as well. Okay, so that is the wheat in the grist mill. No train coming. Let's have a look. So there is indeed wool there. $156 of 250. Let's move you. Let's go and get some conditioned grass. Fill up the sheep. Hey, we go the other way. Grass conditioned, that's the one we want. Hay is for the cow feed. But if you're not familiar with Maize Plus, you can see that conditioned grass actually provides all of the food groups. So that's what we cut off our grass fields most often. Okay, let's have a look here at the sheep. We're also getting a bit low on water, so we might run some of that across a bit later on as well, but that'll make a big difference. Do with at least another load of that. Come on, get off the railroad tracks. So down we go. We'll drive through this time. Okay, so this will be enough grass to keep them going for a moment. But with that volume in there, we'll need to watch them probably at a point where it's... We'll look at the values when they get their health back. But it might be time to start selling off the older ones. They're certainly producing enough wool now to think about it. There's no point in producing more wool than we can process in the spinnery. Let's see here, what's the spinnery doing? You're out of meat. You're out of slurry. You're out of seed, which we can add shortly. Did I go past the spinnery? There it is. Yeah, so you're doing all right. Stocked up again. What we might do, let's drop the trailer off. And then grab the, so we've got a bit of honey there to sell at some point as well. Whoops, didn't want to do that. That's better. Ah, did take the cue. Water tanker, I think. Should be over in the garden centre. There it is. You take a little while to fill up. Let's have a look over here. So I have vegetable. We'll need to do a run to the market for vegetables. Looks like you're just about full. Near enough. Yep, beautiful. Your bamboo, so you need to be down there. Excellent. And your aloe vera, so you're coming along nicely. So everything in the garden centre's in good shape. Except for seeds. So we can do, we're just still filling slowly here. So we can do the seeds after we sort out the new pen over at the abattoir. Goodness me, it's slow to fill. And I don't think it'll fill if I disconnect it from the tractor, so just need to let it do its thing. What we might do... It would be helpful to take the Bremerwagen across to the meatworks, so I think what we'll do is pop the water in. That's no worries, Scooter. I'm glad to have you along. We're going to head over to your meatworks momentarily. Just recovering, but I don't mind it when people lurk at all. I'm always just appreciative that someone's interested enough to turn it on. Oops, how did those pigs get out? What are you doing outside of there? It looks like you've been hit by the train. Let's take... this back. Not pretty sure if I try to fill it and disconnect it, it'll stop filling, but we'll give it a whirl. Let's see. Oh no, that's good to know. So I can leave that there filling. And now you can grab the Bremerwagen. Which, what are you? You've got some red cabbage. Let's take some flowers. Put her over the back there. Trailer full of flowers. Well, not full. Oh, maybe it will be full. Is there another one there? There is. There are heaps of flowers stored away. These are only 500 litre pallets. Is probably part of the reason. Nonetheless, oh, that wasn't a very good job. Because I wasn't expecting quite so many, I haven't necessarily stacked them ideally on the trailer, but looks like we're at the end of that. No, some more spawned. I think that'll do us. No, maybe we can put some on the other side. Let's try not to push everything off the trailer, would be a good idea. Can go on a little bit. There go. So from memory, flowers are pretty lucrative, so these will probably sell at Max Wachter's place. Alright, pretty. Oh god, we're still spawning them. One more. Loaded, and there's still 3 sitting over there, so that's all right. So let's have a look at the good news about that is it should tell us that flowers need to sell at Max's. Excellent. 2,000 per 1,000 litres, that'll work. Let's duck over there. There's 20 grand's worth of flowers on the back. Nice. Welcome along, whoever's just popped in. Great to have you here. Feel free to say hi in the chat. Introduce yourself. If you've got any questions, let me know. I know there's a few folks that like to watch while they're at work, so they lurk quietly in the background. But it is great to have everyone along. We've done the wheat harvest already. We're just heading over to our abattoir, meatworks, whatever it's called in your part of the world. We're going to sell some flowers on the way, and we're going to put in a new holding pen because we're running Maize Plus and enhanced animal mod, so our pigs are breeding a little excessively for our ability to manage them at present. We're getting there. We finally appear to be pretty much on top of our finances, so this is a bit of a tricky sell point to get into for those that haven't been here before. And if you're wondering, yes, the garden lights that are along the path, I have turned the collisions off because they were super annoying. Maybe not on all of them though. There we go. Generating a little bit of cash, which is nice. Albeit unload. Why did you stop unloading all of a sudden? There we go. Yeah, weird. Where are you taking from? No, you stop taking again. Mind you selling gradually. Nope, you've stopped again. Must be to the other side, is it? see if I can get you over a little bit further to about there. Maybe that'll get the last of the pile. Good eye. You all in now? It would appear so. Last one done. Cool. So that was about 20 grand as we expected. So now to the meatworks. So if you didn't catch the start of the stream, we took a load of pigs because we were overstocked again. That's part of that. One of the mods we're running. And the only trouble with overstocking is the health of the animals reduces. So you should have restored by now with any luck. So on the right here is the butcher shop, sell point for our meat stuff. And up here on the left is the meat works itself. Big thanks to Scooter for providing this one for us. Right, sure. So there's the meatworks. And there are indeed meat products out the front. How about that? Cool. So this is a new addition for us, but yeah, we've got some pork cuts and a gelatin. So that's good. And there's our pigs. Now, if we just have a look at the health of the animals. Yeah, so their health hasn't actually come back at all yet because they don't have enough food. So what we're going to do is buy this piece of land right here for 58,000, and then up here we're going to put a pig pen just as a holding pen, which when we get a little bit overstocked, I'll just drop you something like, that's cows, let's try pigs. There we go, that's a bit better. Pig, oh, that's only 30. 30's not enough. It's better, but we'll have to fence it. So let's pop you something like, are you going to come? So if we put the fence, how far back do you go? What we can do, a little bit of thought, let's just go to our landscaping, decoration, here we go. Now, they've used that sort of, I've used that sort of fencing there. So if we find that fencing, here it is. Actually, what we want to do first, make sure that that area along there is flat. It's a good start. So then we'll grab our fence. And we'll come down the gate. Let's try the fence, shall we? We'll come down something like so. What are you lighting this? Bring you across here like so. You can go up the hill like so. That'll work. So now when we grab our animals, come into pigs to get the correct one. We just want to put you inside. So if you put it on the fence, it lifts the troughs. If you put it just inside, it'll be on the ground. You want it as close as you can get there, like so. That looks pretty good to me. Now up this end, I think, is the dealer. Let's have a look at this end. Maybe is that we've got the mesh just outside the fence. It's not too big a problem. Somewhere here. Hide grid is the one I want. There we go. And that'll do the trick. So now we have a place that we can store our pigs that are waiting for market. So we got 20 of those. Select them. Move them to husbandry. Okay. So what we'll also do while we're here is give this guy a name. So this is Meatworks Holding. Hey Jody, welcome along. Great to see you. Oops. Try typing better. Nope. Hold effing. Why did you do that? Change the... What? I am very well today, thanks Jody. I've had a great weekend and good start to the week. We're getting gorgeous autumn weather. Now why was that not working? Let's try again. Something bizarre happening with my keyboard. That is very odd. What on earth is going on there? There is something very strange happening. Okay, we'll worry about that afterwards. But we have pigs in. Now we just need to get them some food. You can go back to the pigsty. Yeah, the good news is we've got some pork products sitting out here in the sun. Probably not the most ideal spot for them. $140 litres. No wonder there's 10 bazillion cartons. I think we need a logistics solution for all these cartons. But nonetheless, it's all money, so we'll load up the trailer and duck down to the butcher. I am definitely seeing a logistics solution in the future here. We'll take a little bit of gelatin with us because there's only one place I think we can sell that. Rightio, it's a bit of a jumbled mess, but we get the idea. So 1,000 litres of gelatin. And 3,000 litres of pork. So we don't have far to go. Which side is the trigger? I think it's this side. I believe it's round the back there. Oops. Let's back you in. I reckon another tray truck. Yeah, that's a good point, Scooter. It's hard catering for all the different possibilities, I know. You almost need a bulking option. So I don't know what it would entail, but kind of like having two sizes. But there we go. Our first substantive... Oh, it's on its side, that's why. First substantive sale. How much have we got left in that production? Got 1,000 litres of gelatin and 2,500 litres of pork. So 2,500 litres is going to be another 20 cartons. That's all right. So we've largely paid for the pen we just put in. We haven't quite paid for the block. But what we'll do while we're down here is grab some pig food. Pig food. We use the Duca stuff, don't we? Where are we here? Chicken, mineral feed, pig food. That's an interesting idea. I'm not too fast. There's lots of automation solutions that are available, so it's not a huge deal. Let's buy another 8 of those. So 16 will be good. I turned auto load off because it was conflicting with too many things. That universal auto load was causing me issues, so, or other mods were causing issues with universal auto load, one of the two. Prepared to wager Lockie had done everything the right way, and it was other not so well coded mods that were creating the issues, but the trouble was a problem. So let's just pack all our pig food on because we can take you over there. We're going to need some water there as well. Get up. If I just put a global transport or change the global transport pallet so that it accepts the meat products, I can use one of those to move 10,000 litres at a time. That'll work just fine. Right, so this will help. And then if I set up an auto drive route, we can get water and feed delivered from the garden centre automatically in the Unimog. So I mean, the idea is not that we'll have stock in here all the time, although the way they breed, it'll always be holding something, I think. So we'll just have to experiment with how much feed to have over here. There we go, that loads nicely. Don't know if we'll get all of it, we might have to turn around. There we go. We can do some landscaping here in a minute. Oh, out of the trigger again. Oh, it's full, I'd be my guess. It works. So I did fill it up. That's all right. It'll be a start. Let's just pull you out of the way for the now. Next. Landscaping, painting. I want some animal mud there. There we go. And some stones. That'll do. Looks a bit more like it. Spots of animal mud around the place. There we go. Bit of a strange grassing pattern in there, isn't there? Those lines up a bit. Looks a bit better. Right. Well, been a pretty good day, I think. Thank you everybody for watching. I've enjoyed it. I'm glad people were able to make it, and as I said a little bit earlier, I'm going to, because daylight savings has sort of messed with the timing of this stream, I'm going to try some middle ground, and on Friday I will start at 7 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time, and which will still be Thursday evening, afternoon in the UK, Europe and US. So look forward to you joining me. We'll be on the Oaks at the end of the week again, and we'll be back here next week. But everybody have a great week. Thanks for watching. See ya.